From worlds beyond to right at the gaming table, these are all my fantasy children.
Hello, everyone. We're vamping while an ad plays. Hello.
Ooh,
there's an ad on
commerce.
Twitch. Hello. Aaron's going to tell me when we're done, and then I'm going to say hello.
See, I think there's an ad playing, but I can't confirm. 3 seconds left on my screen, and it's gone!
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, yeah!
Welcome all to All My Fantasy Children live here on Twitch. A tabletop-inspired world-building, character creation, and storytelling podcast in which I, one of your hosts, Jeff Stormer, and
I am Aaron Catano-Saez.
the two of us come together and take one of your listener prompts and we spin it into an original world detail, character, legend, myth, location, etc. And we tell all of those stories, we take all of those details, and we spin them together into a shared universe that we call fantasy. We are live.
Show.
Here
We're
on
live,
Twitch.
which is wild, and our webcams are on. Usually, we do not do this.
Usually there is not a camera here, and actually it is incredibly stressful. That little red light is really tripping me up, but it's going to be okay. Listen,
I hope you all are ready for riveting video like me doing this.
a lot of this.
Fuck. Jeff, can I ask you an important question?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, first, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? What's going on?
We are doing this because this is Princess Week, which is a week-long collection of specialty streams here over on the MOONSHOT Podcast Network. As part of our May charity fundraiser, the Moonazance Fair, we unlocked Princess Week. This is going to be a whole bunch of specialty streams with titles and topics that I'm sure I could pull up that I don't have in front of me. But this is a special live episode of the show that we are recording as part of that. So we're going to make a very princess-focused episode. But before we do that, Aaron, there is a
Banter?
question.
Do we have podcast banter?
We can. There's nothing stopping us from bantering.
Well, then, why not banter?
But there is a question that is very important that we discuss on a weekly basis. Weekly. You see how
No,
easy
say
is
it.
to say
We make a
weekly?
podcast every week. You haven't been listening. That's
Yeah,
the
we
only
make
thing.
it. You just have to find it. It's on you.
just have
That's
to find
really
it.
on you. Aaron,
We haven't been taking a massive break.
tell me something. What's got you excited this week?
What's gotten me excited this week is the fading health of one elderly man.
Sure.
That's-
Sure.
That is getting me incredibly horny this
It could.
week.
I mean, look. It could happen
Yeah.
while we're on this call. Like,
It could happen while we're on this call. The AMFC live right now. I just want to be recording when it happens so that you can see what pure joy looks like. No, what's getting me actually excited this week is, of course, the failing health of the president of the United States. Second, it is. I just made like an hour ago garlic confit and put it on some
Ooh.
toast.
damn.
Yeah. It makes your house smell incredible. So for anybody at home who doesn't know, you basically fill like a nice little saucepan, a pot full of like cheap fucking olive oil, and then you fill the motherfucker with garlic until it's all and when it's all submerged, and you keep it on low with some salt. You put some thyme in there if you want, and you just let that shit cook on slow until that garlic's nice and tender. You can spread it on some toast. Motherfuckers, kids, are you listening? It's bomb. Just eat it. That's what get me excited.
That sounds
Just tearing
incredible. I mean,
shit
that
up.
sounds
Yeah.
electric. Frankly, that is.
Frankly, I'm
That's
electrified.
got me fired up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's good.
The sound of
It's
that
good.
is damn.
Yeah.
I wish I had a better answer.
No,
let's
what's
see.
getting you excited this week?
God.
What pathetic shit snack is getting you excited this week? Animal crackers?
Let's see. I did have some graham crackers today that really
Okay,
really fired
just
me
regular?
up. Let's see. I have had You know what I have been snacking on that I got from the grocery store that's been really it's been really like revving my engine? I got squid jerky. I got like spicy squid jerky from
this man
like
has motherfucking culture.
It is so good. It's got this really nice like sweet spicy seasoning on it. It's got this I mean that's my go-to like snack. It really fucks me up. It's so good. Things got me excited this week. We've been going to the movies a lot. The movies has been consistently the thing that's got me excited. Consistently, we saw Shin Godzilla for the first time like last weekend.
How was that?
Oh my god! If you have not seen it, it was the
you know me. If there is a movie, I have not watched it.
Oh,
I'm
Aaron,
that guy.
Aaron, I think that you gotta watch it. I think that you would lose your mind. It's great. It's a Godzilla.
Is it Godzilla? Movie. Is that the King Kong one or no?
No. This is a Japanese Godzilla movie from 2015. And the idea of it is very much, it's very good. It is a Godzilla movie in which Godzilla, much like the original Godzilla, is a metaphor for the atomic bomb and sort of the aftermath of that. This is specifically a Godzilla that is like an overwhelming metaphor for the 2011 Fukushima nuclear incident. And so it's very like Godzilla and the government's response to it, but like the government like is like slow to respond and struggling to like contain it because it's moving faster than sort of government bureaucracy can deal with. It's funny, it's infuriating, it's very human. It's very like practical in its like this is what you would have to do to organize a fight against Godzilla.
I enjoyed that. I did hear this about this one.
Throwing trains at Godzilla, which is great.
Which you'd have to try everything. What I do know about this film is that it was explained to me as the desperation of what the fuck happens if Godzilla shows up is well expressed, and like the genuine fear of like what the fuck do you do?
Yeah, like how do you explain it? How do you confront it? How do you fight it? But like within a bureaucratic structure that is often too slow for its own good. Really got me fired up. We also saw Desperately Seeking Susan, which I had never seen. A Joyful
What is that?
Joy. That was the 1980s.
I'm gonna Google this live on it. Oh, of course. I was like, is it new?
No, it was
Desperately Seeking 1985.
Yeah, with Madonna.
Oh, that film.
The Madonna's breakout movie role. Sure.
Yes, New Jersey Housewife, Roberta Glass.
We've been watching, so I've just been seeing a lot of like curated older screening movies, new releases. Of course. Watched, I don't know, I've watched a variety of films that I feel like I have a very normal relationship with all of them. I don't think that there's anything in my world that I have an abnormal relation.
No, not at all. Nothing at all.
It's just a perfectly normal like experience of movie going in the last few months. It's been good. It's been great. It's been normal.
Did you like the Superboy and the dog?
I cried so many times, Aaron. I cried.
Oh, no.
I cried so many ugly tears. Like when I tell you,
the dog runs away, right? That's the point of the movie. Is the dog runs away and he has to catch it.
It's kinda.
Oh no! Fuck, spoils.
I cried a lot. The answer is that I cried a lot, and that
means it's
that
good.
Energy of like, there's like a raw creative energy in that movie that like really got me energized, and I think that's what I'm excited to kind of tap into today.
Ooh, see, that is a fucking incredible segue because hey, listener, hello, viewers, what a delight.
Viewers.
Hello, viewers. What we're going to do is we're going to take a listener submitted prompt and we're about to create the greatest story of all time told this episode. And it's going to be a princess. And real quick, should I give it now? The princess, a little backstory or prompt first?
Hold on. Let me cue us over.
Oh, shit.
To our nice little blank prompt screen, and then we can build up some drama. Aaron. Every episode of the show, we take a listener submitted prompt given to us through email or Discord or social media. And we spin that into an original fantasy concept and populate a shared fantasy world. Aaron, do you want to talk to us about what our prompt is this week?
Yes, indeed. So the prompt comes to us from our Discord server. Prompt submission from Deer. Prompt: what lurked in the lady's manner? But not a question. It's what lurked in the lady's manner. which is very sexy. That's a very good.
It's a good prompt.
motherfucking
It's got me
prompt.
fired up. I'm like excited to dig into all of what it means.
Oh my god. And so we're making a princess this episode, which is important, which is like it sets a fun parameter for this when we're doing when we're finding out what lurked in the lady's manor. It could be the princess, it could be okay, so context matters here. May I give my brief overview?
Yes, please.
So back 4 years ago, we created what princesses are in our world, and they're known as pages. This is from the episode 156, Altheria Quicksilver, the Page and their Jack from 2021. Now, a page, a princess, a prince, or a princette, we just say pages, a person granted a special power in order to overcome a specific challenge. And only the page can complete this task, and power is given to them. A power is given to them, inherited, that will allow them and only them to complete this task or overcome this challenge. They have to have inherited that power from someone else. Think like Deku / All Might. And the power they get is directly tied to the quest they have. It's not for anything else. You can't like use your princess or page power to get something else done. It's just for that. And then you have sworn guardians to you, which are called jacks. You don't have to. But most princesses or pages do have someone or a group of jacks who follow them around, help them accomplish their goals. Boom. I hope that was helpful.
That was helpful.
Okay.
So, yeah, do you have maybe initial thoughts on the prompt itself?
Yes. So my question for you is the specific princess page, I'm going to start saying page, listeners, is the specific quest that the page is given to figure out, eliminate, remove, solve the mystery of what lurked in Lady's Manor? You know what I mean? Because if a page has a specific mission, is it to rid the Lady's Manor of what lurked in there? Are they what lurked in there? And they're trying to perhaps, is the lady bad? And the owner of this home, is this like a demonic castle or even an asshole lord or something like that? I'm thinking about the manor first.
Yeah, right. What is the manor?
To try to mine something.
Right. What's a visual reference point for the manor? Like, I'm picturing
Count fucking
colorful?
Dracula. I'm thinking like a Symphony of the Night, Castle Dracula.
Yeah,
kind of
that
thing.
feels
That's just
good.
me.
That feels good. No, that feels great.
Like a house of fucking horrors with multiple levels. There's a clock tower. There's an elevator.
There's an upside down level.
There's an upside down level. You have to fight yourself.
Sure.
NPCs keep surviving and they keep bumping into you and they're like, I'm interested in this. But that's my thought is what lurks in the ladies, what lurked, because it's past tense too.
It's past tense.
So what lurked there is maybe this is someone saw something in the lady's manor and they're
right.
We need someone to get rid of it. Is this a ghost hunter, monster hunter, something like that?
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of I'm gonna throw in what I think is a very Jeff pitch.
Okay.
What feels very
Secret
exciting.
Society of Detectives.
You got it. You nailed it. And they're clowns.
Did I really?
No. But close. But close. I maybe am thinking there's a lot of things that you've kind of thrown out that I'm kind of cooking on here.
Yeah.
I keep coming back to the idea that the princess is what lurked in the lady's manor. Like the princess is the entity, the person, the being that lurked in the manor.
Okay.
And I like the image of a colossal Dracula-esque dimensional fortress kind of John. Like, that's exciting to me.
Ew. Okay.
So maybe, which brings us to the idea of who is, like, we've got an idea of the manor. We've got an idea of, like, what lurked, which is a princess. I want to maybe posit that, or maybe, like, I guess what I want to say is, like, I'm excited by the idea, thinking about this manor, that the castle is the monster. That, like, it is, like, that there is that this is an
the lady's
entity.
manor is
The lady's manor is the thing. Like, is the thing, and the quest,
problem.
The quest is to find something at the heart of it, or burn it to the ground, or, like, destroy it by stealing its heart or something. And so, like, what lurked in her lady's manor. What lurked in the lady's manor is sort of the inherent princess quest. Like that's where my brain is at.
Okay, because it is quite easy to say the quest is easy if it's burn the fucking thing down. You know, you can make it supernatural, blah, blah, blah. What if it's now the page, this princess, their jack is inside the lady's manor and they have to get them out?
That's pretty good.
Because if a rescue mission is happening, you know, is that the idea? Or is it get the jack, burn it the fuck down, or something different? You know, what is the goal of lurking in this manner?
21 minutes to the dot. I'm saying this. I'm emphasizing this. I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at my numbers. It's 21 minutes to the dot.
Oh, baby.
Aaron, what if it's both?
Both.
Here's my thought. You mentioned like what if the jack's purpose is to escape. What if the princess remind me like what the role of the jack is in is it like they're protecting the princess?
Literally, yeah. It's
so,
they
like,
help them on their quest, and typically like it's to help them. The challenge is usually that the a page or princess has is very fucking challenging. It's like you are given like cosmically you are assigned to this. You are inheriting this power, and it's very hard. It would be like, you know, go stop a fucking meteor or a demon or save the town from a drought, but like, you know, you have to get fucking water. Right. Now you have water powers.
Yeah.
And that's why like they're tied. Oop, punch my mic. They are tied specifically. The power is tied specifically to the problem. That's why I'm like, if we can find out what the problem is, we can find out what the princess's power is.
Then I think here's my pitch. Here's my angle.
Okay.
The page's quest, the page's purpose is to steal the heart of the lady's manor. The page's purpose is to get to whatever like mythical object is powering this otherworldly castle.
Okay.
The Jack's quest, the Jack's part of this is to get the princess out safely, because the second somebody has their hand on the heart, it
turns into Castlevania.
Then it's not just castle, like the whole quest, like the princess. Aaron, do you want to roll me a d6 real quick?
As if I have fucking dice in front of me.
Hold on, I got him.
You're gonna have to watch. No. I want to do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this live. I'm gonna walk over here. Look at my little tiny shorts, listeners. I have a bag of dice on this shelf.
We can have if anybody has questions for Carla Tortelli, you can drop them into the chat at this time.
Oh, you wanted visuals? Oh, here we go. Thank you. The red syrup, impressive shorts. Let's do this. This is a dinosaur D6 I have all sorts of D6. Okay, this is food D6 that I used to throw sometimes back in the fucking yesteryear.
Back in the old times.
Back in the day when we used to make this podcast. Food, dinner, D6, go! All right, that is a 6, so they, them pronouns. Because I got, I think, a bowl of noodles.
Okay, great.
That I wrote a 6 on, probably in 2017.
God, the food D6, old throwback.
Throwback.
So the princess, their job is to steal the heart. The problem is the entire castle, like their quest is to fight through Castlevania and steal the heart. The problem is the second that because like what I'm envisioning is two things. The castle itself, the quest is Castlevania. But what happens at the end of every Castlevania game that is significant?
Oh, the castle fucking just gets blown. The castle falls apart.
But also, then there's a boss rush.
Oh, baby.
That's what I'm thinking the Jack factor's in.
The Jack factor is also a very good
Jack factor.
The Jack. What are we considering the Jack factor?
Can we get some Jack factor in the comments?
Can I get some Jack factor in the chat, please?
The Jack's quest is the fact that like at a moment
all hell's about to break loose.
all of the entities, the traps, the challenges, the monsters, the horrors that the princess overcame are about to come like wake up and rush them in one fell swoop, and it's the Jack's job to go, all right, well, I guess I'm taking this. I guess I'm doing a rush to get the princess to safety.
Okay. So, I had to roll away because I had a fucking idea. So, my thought is the princess's power, because the quest is to get the thing out, right? The princess's power is when you look at the lady's manor. If I were to look at the lady's manor, I would see this labyrinthian, just regular house, right? Like it's big, it's complicated, it's a castle, it's a manor. It just looks like some rich lady's house. But the princess is given the power to kind of get the Castlevania map and have the layout to reach the heart. So the princess's job is not the violence part. It's not the scrapping. It's to see through the illusions of the lady's manor.
Yeah.
And be able to like pull, oh, I see this trap that would have cut our fucking head off if I had not been given this power. We would have died the second we walked in this house. I can now see the monsters that are there, and I can fight those. But as soon as I get this object, we've also said that when you're a page in fantasy or a princess, when you have power, it's temporary. The power is for accomplishing that goal, then goes away, and you have to pass that power on. You have to give it to somebody else. So I think as soon as this object is taken, that's like supernatural power gone, and that's when it's Jack. That's when the Jack factor kicks in, and the Jack has to go fuck shit up. And like now that the illusions are revealed, the Jack is the muscle to be like, all right, shing, let's fucking do this, and goes full Simon Belmont.
Can I
Does
escalate?
that work?
Yes, and can I escalate that even further?
Yes.
Can I throw even more gasoline on this fire? Because like
that's very dangerous.
Because like what I then envision is like the idea that you can't see the threat, the idea that you cannot see the monsters and the traps and the horrors.
Yeah, like the Jack is useless on the way in, I'm thinking.
Well, I think it's I think there's an incredible like power that the Jack is useless on the way in. And what I think is amazing about like what we've set up is this idea that the castle exists in a place, and it is like what I mean, like the visual that I get is very like Predator heat vision or spectral vision or like however you want to define it. Like it is it is a castle that is laid over top of like a city, and it has like descended like an ethereal, like the whole castle is like a ghost that is sapping the life from an entire like region, from a city, from like
a curtain has been put, a veil has been placed over a city,
and like it is sapping that. And there is this sense of like if you walk into this room at night, there is like a horror is there, like a ghost there's a phantom is there that will drain your soul and leave you a husk. And like it is these horrors that are imperceptible, and the princess power is I can see it. I can see where the monsters are. I can see where the horrors are. I can navigate through this city. I'm envisioning two people just walking through a city, maybe with like a lantern or a flashlight or a torch, but being like, don't cross that street. If you cross that street, like an ethereal an astral being will swallow you, and will swallow you and pull you into the abyss. And like they're pulled here because people are disappearing. People are like aging. Like there's these moments of like people aging 1,000 years in an instant and turning into dust, and like
a withering agent. Like there's a withering element to this,
and people are like being possessed by murderous intent, and there's just like a weird ethereal shadow has fallen over this city. And what's
the city's name, Jeff? Real quick.
The city's name is Hollow Crest.
Oh, fuck. Do y'all see how fast that happened? Because that means that this is the Princess of Hollow Crest.
The Princess of Hollow Quest, yeah.
Hollow Crest?
Hollow Crest.
This is the Princess of Hollow Crest.
The Princess of
and
Hollow
the princess power is to basically
see
lift
it. Like you're
see
walking
through
down the street.
is it illusion or these are invisible things that are made visible through the power of the princess?
20, 30 minutes and 30 seconds.
Fuck! I did it again. I walked right into that one.
I think it is very cool, the idea of like it can be either. Like there are spaces that are sort of these like existential hauntings, and then there are sort of monsters that like when the light is cast upon them by the princess by their lantern, like they
by their fucking wand, Jeff.
By their wand, you're right.
This is obviously it's Princess Week, but I'm thinking like I don't know
scepter.
what you'd call it. Thank you. I was thinking of that kind of thing. And at the top is, I don't know, like a little.
Do you know what I would like it to be very badly?
Fucking hit me.
I have been thinking a lot about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles recently.
Did not. It's the fucking last thing. I was like this. Yeah, what you been thinking? Fucking okay. Okay.
And like I'm thinking
cat
specifically cat butt. We got a cat butt. I'm thinking specifically of the. Do you remember in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the movie, when they go back into ancient Japan? The time machine that they use in that movie, where it's like a lantern, but there's like a little rotating light inside.
Okay.
Aaron, please do
this is canonical fact about me. I've never seen a piece of Ninja Turtles media in
do
my
a quick
life.
Google of TMNT Time Scepter.
Oh, okay, I'm doing this. TMNT Time Scepter?
Time Scepter. It's got a little like flashing light at the top. That's
cute. I like that.
It's like halfway between a.
It's like a lantern on a stick.
It's like a lantern on a stick. It's kind of got like a lava lamp or like a rotating orb at the top of it. Like that's the vibe to me.
I wash myself with a lantern on a stick.
That's the energy to me, right? Like to me, the energy is, there's a like that, and naturally then extends to like video game style danger mechanic of like when the
ghost nearby.
Yeah, ghost nearby, and then like you flash the lantern in a direction, and oh no, Slender Man shows up. Like,
but your Jack is there to clap those cheeks. That's the difference. Where okay. So in my head, the Princess of Hollow Crest. Is the princess like the spotter? You know what I mean? In this way of like, and then the Jack is like, comes in with like a right hand or a sword slash.
That's very cool. Well, that's very cool. And like the question is like, there's two ways we could go about it.
Yeah.
Is it that like is it that the Jack is like immediately laying the smackdown? Like a monster is exposed, the lantern, like the scepter is pointed in a direction, a monster comes out, and then the Jack, stomps something into the dirt? Or is it sort of like a banishing, like I, the princess, have banished you back into the ether where you will harm no people, but once I have my hand on the heart, all that I have banished will be a physical presence, where at that moment the Jack's job is just, now I gotta carve a path. Is it a series of battles, or is it a boss rush for the Jack? Which is more exciting?
It is a boss rush. I think it's a boss rush for the Jack, an escape scene at the end when the item is grabbed. And okay, here's my pitch then for you. The princess's power is to see through the veil of Hollow Crest, to see these illusions, to see these, soul-sucking entities, this presence, to see what lurks in the lady's manor. Because that's the manor is where the house is. And I feel like as you get closer and closer, there are more of these. What do you want to call them? Ghosts? Monsters?
I've been really liking hauntings, just as like a because like then you also get the environmental aspect of like
yes.
Okay. Of like sometimes it's a guy, but also sometimes it's like a place that's bad.
Okay, cool. So the Princess of Hollow Crest, what's her name?
Hold on.
What do you think?
Let me get this. Just get this. There we go.
Let's combine
some live camera work on the call.
What do you want to name these two characters? So the Princess of Hollowcrest. Let's find out who they are, and then maybe the name will come to us.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So is the princess from Hollowcrest, and then this happened to the town?
That feels compelling. It feels right. That feels good.
Because we said that the pages, this power, it's for a specific goal, and you're usually like tied to this goal. It's not like you're not a rando, like, hey, go do this. It's like, no, you're from Hollowcrest. So they're from this town, and this happens. Why? Why did this place get, for lack of a better term, haunted? Was it immediate? Was it a wizard spell? Was it a great natural disaster? Was it a catastrophe of sorts? Did someone, is it the object at the core of the lady's manor that is causing this?
It's got to be that the object at the core is causing this. And like, with the second you said, did someone, immediately I start thinking of somebody did something. Somebody did some knowledge that no one should know. Somebody did an experiment that went awry. Like, somebody fucked around, and this city, Hollowcrest, is finding out. Like, it is there is
one
a
big oopsie daisy.
Yeah, there is a clear, like, and that is why, like, there is a clear MacGuffin at the heart of it. It's like somebody opened a book. Somebody like completed an experiment. Somebody did a like drew a circle in the dirt. Like, somebody did something to cause a magical catastrophe.
Okay. My thought is someone wanted to take the town of Hollowcrest, and if you could basically not kill, but like convert or change all of these people into like haunts, you basically maybe have an army, maybe have minions, and then at the center would be me, the evil, commanding them. Is that an idea? Is that anything?
There's a spin on that I think is very like, or rather, like, I'm thinking like I like somebody's desire to impart something upon the city of Hollowcrest. Can I pitch you a motivation, maybe?
Yes.
I am visualizing. Kind of a, what if this person wanted to freeze, what if Mr. Freeze or like, what if they wanted to preserve, what if this was rooted in like a desire to preserve or to like isolate or to, encapsulate or to preserve in amber forever, right? Like,
I have a really great idea.
Yeah.
I have a really great idea. Yes, to fucking all of Mr. Freeze. Because what I like about Mr. Freeze is that it's like the wife in the tube thing, where it's like, if I can save Christine, whatever the fuck her name is. I think this person, let's say, is it the lady?
Yeah, the lady feels
of
good.
The man?
This feels good.
The lady of Hollowcrest.
Lady Hollowcrest.
Okay. Lady Hollowcrest was once a rich aristocrat in this town. Terrible, but for years had power. The generations, the Hollowcrests, have had a control over the town because they were powerful beings, mages, what have you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As time in fantasy goes on, and we've always said that, like, we'll never go back to the past kind of thing, people move away from that, where they're like, no, we're not going to fucking, we don't, like, live under the thumb of wealthy aristocracy anymore, and we won't. So Hollowcrest became an awesome place where it's just, like, regular people in fantasy world hanging out, being happy. And over time, the lady of Hollowcrest became more and more secluded, and that family became less and less powerful. The lady, basically, what I'm saying is, in an attempt to essentially drag the city through time to an era where they had more power and potentially stay there forever. So is it like rewinding? Are they trying to rewind the town?
I
if that
really,
makes any fucking sense.
I think like I like this a lot. I think what I want
It's just something to start with, even because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even know how much I love that. I'm just thinking of like what's distort. I'm thinking of the town is distorted. It's
the
all
town is
fucked up
being
and ghosty.
distorted.
It's being distorted somehow. You know, we
Here's-
said ghosts, but we can always pivot.
Here's my big pitch, because I like a ritual that isolates the city and thus causes it to steadily become distorted. What I maybe want to like throw in and maybe like escalate is, what if it is what if it is ethereally, or like that's the word of the episode because I keep saying it and that's not quite the word I'm going for, but we're gonna reach for it anyway. What I want to maybe go for is magically isolate the city and for lack of a better way to put it, put the city in like a magical bottle, isolate the city, like this is my domain. I have taken it. I'm taking my ball and going home in a magical sense. And so what they have done, what the heart of the lady's manor is, what the object that has done this is, I'm gonna go extremely literal because I said bottle, and like a bottle aesthetic is fun. There is like a bottle of like water fluid, like in like maybe even wine that is like in the lady's manor that like must be shattered, must be like broken, because what has happened is and sort of the ongoing distortion of the city is rooted in this. Hollowcrest has been removed from the ley lines. And so like the horrors, all of these sorts of like existential, otherworldly, interdimensional things is because the city itself, and what I think is also cool is like that means is that like that is not visible to your average person who is not necessarily aware of the ley lines. Like it is just that the city is different and the city is slowly becoming distorted as
like
it
a
has
pocket dimension you're describing.
It has been basically put into a pocket dimension that you can so like it's a pocket dimension, it's a dome, it's a bottle, it's all of these things at once.
Can I add on to this?
Please.
It's very sexy. Imagine I want you, Jeff, and our beautiful viewers at home to think about a rich aristocrat sitting in front of a fire in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, gazing up at a wall full of knickknacks from ages of wealth and power. That's all that's left to show is shit that speaks of a more incredible era of this family. And at the top, above the fireplace, is sort of, we would call it a snow globe with a picture of the lady's manor in there. And snow is falling down. It's like kind of magical. It's like you don't have to shake it. And as the lady stares at it and stares at it, hundreds of years go by. Time is different in fantasy. People are really old. But hundreds of years go by. And that rage and that envy and that I never got my turn to be a fucking rich Hollowcrest. I never got the opportunity. That malice blends with magic to literally go and pull this place. But what lurks in the lady's manor is, when we said initially, you said the house is the problem. The lady's manor is, yes, distorting it to create this pocket dimension. It's kind of reaching now into the town and twisting and distorting places that weren't part of the manor, and they're becoming it.
They're becoming the manor. Sure.
So as the princess is walking through this manor, it's like, that's where I grew up. That's my first playground. And you turned this into a fucking giant Venus flytrap, feed me era, and I gotta fucking burn it down now. Like, I feel like this is a homecoming for the princess of Hollowcrest. This is deeply personal because this is someone who maybe left and was forced to come back, and their Jack is with them, and a childhood friend, perhaps, who's also from Hollowcrest. They have to walk their childhood, adolescence, and adulthood and relive all of this to get to this fucking snow globe, and then when all hell breaks loose, when the malice of the lady of the manor is made manifest, that's when the Jack is like, all right, cut me fucking loose, baby.
I like
is
this.
That
I like
the vibe.
Yes, and I've been thinking about this. There's a thing I've been thinking about, and I think
Also, viewers, that's how it's fucking done.
we're cooking. We're off to the races. What I think is cool, I think like is exciting here, and like I've been thinking about this because we have done like this location is the monster at least once before.
Of course.
And like we've done a lot of things.
It's a hoot.
We've been running this show for a very, very long time. We've done a lot of things.
We
once
always
before.
say we have our favorite tropes, and I like sentient shit.
Well, and what I've been specifically thinking about is like the quantum. What was it? Not the quantum keep. There was a dungeon.
The Quasar Keep. The Quasar Keep.
There was a dungeon that was like spreading into the world and was like punching.
The Quasar Keep with Ginger Gallangal.
Great. Like that. This is. I think what's cool is like this is a different but equally horrifying like approach to that same idea. Like
this is fueled by like rage and greed. Like the Quasar Keep is like this weird cosmic fucking entity.
And this is like, and also it was a thing that like punched through a place and suddenly there was like a tunnel to a dungeon. Like it was like a
sentient dungeon.
It was a sentient dungeon. This is a manor that is absorbing the city and turning it into rooms of the manor. And I think that's terrible. Because like, and it's like happening. I think like what is cool and ties into the princess power that we described earlier that the princess is channeling is it's not visible. You could walk in and out of Hollow Crest and never be the wiser. There is no magical barrier that is trapping you here. There is no like
it's for the lady of the manor. This is just for the lady of the manor to, I think, feel happy and comfortable in this fucking world that she rules.
And what is happening, and so like it is anybody could come and go. The city is moving as normal, but it's just magically, spiritually, energetically becoming distorted. And like, you know, and the lantern, like when you shine it, we were describing that room that you walk into and a ghost like drains your soul. When the lantern shines in it, what happens? Now I've got a visual for how the magic like looks and how like the summoning of the princess power activates and what's wild about it. When the lantern glows and the light starts like flashing and like there's a burst of light and energy, what you see, you might like imagine just like an ordinary, like an empty back room, like a pantry where there are bags of food and jars on shelves. The princess walks in, lantern, staff, scepter in hand, and like it flashes and they hold it forth and they whisper their incantation and the light glows and there's a flash of light, and what we see are candles igniting. And they ignite all around. And the room itself changes. The room itself ignites and like reshapes and becomes like a room of a castle, of a mansion. Like it goes from being like the back room of a small inn and restaurant into being like her lady's dovecote. Like it changes into like a full, and like the reach of the manor becomes apparent. And so like the aesthetic changes, and with that the horrors that are contained in that manor also become visible, because it is exposing this place has been taken by the lady and has become part of the lady's manor.
It's a little, and I say this because we're on a Moonshot event. It's a little Keyblade-esque in the way that it grants you access into another world. Because if you think of these two things like back-to-back worlds, there's like the real world that like me, the normal-ass person, not a princess, and this mansion world, the manor, we'll call it, you know, being able to pierce through from one to the other, I think is that the power?
Yeah.
Or is it to... Does it get cleared, or does it just allow you travel safely through the manor? You know what I mean? Like, what's the... You know what I mean?
I think it
'Cause
is.
yes.
What it is to me is like, I like that there is a banishing. It is like expose and then banish, right?
Yeah.
You can
Cleanse.
restore.
It's like a cleansing.
You can cleanse. You can, and I guess what I would say, like, it's a yes, but, because I think this also opens up this opens up the Jack factor dramatically. It is a cleanse of the space, of the energy, of the presence, of the influence of her lady and the manor. What is left behind, what cannot be cleansed through the magical power, are the horrors themselves. The
malice made manifest.
The malice made manifest. The minions, the monsters, the soldiers, the warriors,
the axe warriors, the goblins, the gnolls, the the hits, the hit parade.
Yeah, all of the Castlevania monsters. And so, like, what happens? That's where the Jack has to step in. Like, when a room is exposed, when a room is added to, when a room is made visible, the horrors inside. Can I give you an
image on that to help with just this picture? So, in the essence of, I'm thinking about the snow globe image that I threw out. When you walk into a room that's, for lack of a better term, veiled or corrupted, there's a light snow falling from the sky, and it's slowly accumulating under you. And like the level of danger of that room is the thickness of the snow, is the depth.
Yeah.
So like in the boss room, it's like 3 feet fucking deep, and you're just pushing through it. But our princess, the lady, the princess of Hollowcrest, his power is the lantern scepter is melting it slowly and revealing things for what they really are. But I just wanted to give that nice snow.
I like that. And I think that's part of. I want to even push that and say that's part of the princess power, part of the princess power. That snow is visible to the princess through the lantern.
Jack.
Like that's the cue.
Oh, that's the
cue. That's the cue. Like
follow
imagine
the snow through this house.
Imagine walking through the city and strolling and being like, "What's unfolding here?" And then suddenly snow starts to fall all around you.
Yeah,
you're like, "Oh, we're in danger." Like the snow is only made visible through the lantern, and that is when you activate.
I love this,
and
because it also gives this cool. The Jack is like. My princess, what's the problem? It's like, I'm freezing this room, and then all of a sudden it's like, burns it away or whatever, and it's like, giant horror.
And then
beast.
The Jack has to kick some ass.
Yeah,
and what I think then, maintaining the original idea that we played with ages, we've been playing, coming back and forth to. Then when the princess steals the heart, smashes the snow globe, releases, vanquishes, extinguishes the hate and resentment and the greed and the mine of the lady. All of it fades away. The manor crumbles, like the manor burns away like paper, and like all of it shatters. Like let's go with glass metaphor, because that feels fun with the snow globe. The manor, all of the rooms of the manor kind of like shatter in an instant and start to like crack like glass and like crumble away. But the entities that were summoned to care after the manor, the manifestations of the desire to take and the desire to hurt and the desire to inflict and all of this anger, those still exist. Like those horrors, your skeletons that throw bones at you, your flying Medusa heads, your terrors, your ghosts, all of your Castlevania monsters, those just those are forced into a physical form in an instant. Those are forced into a physical form. Like, those take a physical form and make a rush for whoever. Maybe it's
shatter their world.
And maybe it's that
because the malice is still there. That's the problem. And I think that I like about this, Jeff, is that you're saying that these monsters would be, you break the spell. We've been clearing rooms. with what do you think of the princess being named Mercuria?
Mercuria is cool. Mercuria is great.
Okay. So the princess Mercuria is banishing room by room, smashes the snow globe, it's done. And then the malice the malice remains. That's the one thing they can't get rid of, and the only way you can get rid of is old-fashioned fucking elbow grease.
Can I
Is
take
kicking ass?
Yeah, can I take what we're cooking and turn it up to 11?
Yeah, of course.
You had mentioned a visual that I really love, which is like the snow as you get closer to the heart of the lady's manor gets more and more intense, and like when you get in to the actual like manor room or like the lady's bedchamber, it is a blizzard, and you are walking through 2 feet of snow with like gale force winds, and like you are fighting. And what I want to maybe throw in is and we had said that the minions become manifest and like rush at the location when the snow globe is smashed. But I want to say maybe it's immediately before that. Maybe this is the ultimate defense mechanism of the manor. Okay. Is like once you open the door to the bedchamber and like the snow globe is in front of you, every horror turns its eye towards that location.
Can I give you a pitch as to why?
Yes.
The lady Hollowcrest is, I don't know if they're still a physical being or something, or if there's some kind of beast, Resident Evil style now, but it's sort of like the Princess Mercuria, like you've burned away and you've melted away my sorrows, my envy, my raging jealousy. And then it's like, because all the snow is melted, we reveal this bedchamber. That's when it's like, but my rage remains, but my hatred remains. Is that it? And that's the physical presence? Because like, yeah, we got rid of all this fucking snow. It's no longer freezing. The wind has stopped.
That feels good. That feels cool. And like,
because if it's all emotion themed,
it's all emotion themed.
Snow
and, like,
is
the
like
final
her sorrow.
The final piece is the rage, and that is like that imbues into every horror, every haunting.
Very Beauty and the Beast, like a fucking candelabra is coming,
and what I want
with big swords for candles.
The visual that I have for the Beast, that is, I think. We've been playing with a lot of video game like ideas and iconographies and like riffs. Nine of Neils is very correct that there's Blueprints meets Kingdom Hearts vibes. So I've been playing so much Blueprints. It's really like up in my brain, and so like a lot.
I love the
like,
shovel. Love me some shovel. When you get shovel and hammer, you're fucking cooking.
When you've got this is a tangent, but I'm going in on it.
Hey, fuck it,
Aaron. When the last run, Jen and I will do our runs together. I'll sit there and we'll both like talk through things and move and navigate together.
It's stress the fuck out.
It's our couples stress activity.
Love that.
But the last run that we did, I felt the most powerful that I've ever felt in my life, because we unlocked the outdoor room of the root cellar.
Yeah.
And then we got
You opened the garage, baby.
We opened the garage before we got to room 46, which
Me too.
May not have been how you're supposed to play, because by the time we got to room 46, we had solved one of the sanctum rooms, and that's like not how you're supposed to play the game.
There's a way out of fucking order.
we were so far out of order. We were like, we've cracked one of the sanctums, and then it's like, now the real game begins. I'm like, I've been playing the real game for a month.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
So, we had the root cellar, and then we got the ingredients for the jackhammer. And the feeling that I had, and it's so funny because it's Blueprints, so it's like a walk around puzzle game. The feeling that I had is the same feeling that I got when you unlock like the lawnmower in Dead Rising 2, when you unlock like the parking garage and like you get like the mega weapons, and you're like, time to just inflict violence. Time to just dig every hole.
Man, I've been doing all this puzzling. Time to fuck shit up. Oh man, now the real game begins, and I can fucking unleash.
I think that and so the visual, going back to video game visuals, the visual that I have for the Beast, the lady in her ultimate form, I'm explicitly riffing on video game visuals here. I'm thinking of Portal. I'm thinking of the boss battle in the first Portal.
Never played.
I'm thinking of the GLaDOS fight. If you look up
Fucking
GLaDOS,
spoils.
GLaDOS, yeah, I mean spoils for a game that came out while we were in college, and I'm not trying to date myself, but
Oh yeah.
where
I'm
it's like
looking at
a
it.
humanoid shape, but like
Yeah.
integrated into the room itself. So like,
Got it.
she has
Beauty and the Beast monstrosity.
she has merged into the walls and the roof, and like her arms are curtains that bleed into the windows, and she is like from the candelabra, like she is the manor when it comes to like defending it at the final end.
Got it.
That's the big, and what is left is her rage, and she imbues that rage into every haunting that she has created, and they all rush the manor. So there is this dual boss thing that must occur where Mercuria must like must fight through a blizzard to get to the snow globe. Meanwhile, it is fucking tower defense. It is like guard the door shit as the Jack weapon in hand is just like bashing boss battle after boss battle, like guarding the door of like every single monster in existence is trying to get through this door. And like I alone
Can I make it? I have a fucking idea on this.
Hit me.
Okay. So the important thing, let's name the Jack before we do this. What is the Jack's name? What's their all right, let's roll for the pronouns. 1 to 2, he, him. 3, 4, she, her, and 5, 6, they, them. I'm rolling on a meat dice, and I got two bacon.
Ooh, bacon.
So he, him is the Jack. So we get to the end. The snow globe is shattered. The Princess Mercuria has done their job. And we said, once the goal is achieved, that power's gone, baby.
Yeah.
That mission is fucking accomplished. And you have to what? Pass it on like motherfucking All Might. So as the snow globe is shattered, they know what's gonna fucking happen. What's the Jack's name?
Jack's name is
Whoever chimes in first in the chat, you can help us name this. If you have a word that you just want to throw in, I'll fucking wait. I know there's stream delay. What's a thing? Harlow. Harlow is in the chat.
okay. I got
Harlow.
it. Yep, this matches. This feels good. I was doing a specific thing because I like a good. I love my name. I love my Toriyama naming conventions, and my brain went to a place. This is Harlow Hibiscus. This is a halfling.
Yep, sure shit is.
Harlow
Sure
Hibiscus.
shit is. So Harlow Hibiscus is there, and Princess Mercuria is like, it's done. The snow globe is shattered, and feels the kind of power to melt the snow, burn away the illusions, expose the truth, and see through the lies, and melt the sorrow is gone. But in their last gesture, the inheritance goes to Harlow Hibiscus, gives princess powers in order for this prince now. The roles are now reversed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. This feels good.
The Jack has become the prince, and it's time to fuck shit up. And the job is to get them both safely out. That's the mystical quest. So they become Is it like they become level 99 greatest combat martial artist that has ever known?
That feels
the most overpowered motherfucker. But as soon as they step outside of the manor, the power washes away.
We riffed on this specifically. I mentioned this like briefly earlier. The vibe is the power that imbues into Harlow is this is dumb, but I'm laughing at it.
I'm ready.
With it. It's Dead Rising 2 marathon mode is only way to, it is simply everything I pick up is a deadly weapon.
Oh my god! And you're ripping apart the house piece by piece.
I can merge together weapons, and it's just everything I have is the deadliest weapon in existence, and I'm just ripping and hacking through every horror that is in front of me with a manner of like raw weaponeering and ferocity that cannot be contained and cannot be matched.
Because, like, basically, it gets every weapon specialty ever in any game of all time, and is like, you know, if I may, I'm thinking like the candelabra with swords for arms is running at Harlow Hibiscus. Harlow Hibiscus throws a right hand, pulls the swords off of that, and uses that to carve into like the grandfather clock that has, laser eyes or some shit. I don't know.
All of these like horrors are emerging, and like everything that he does is turned into like a super weapon, and like the second that they like as everything fades, and so the visual of this boss battle is everything is actively crumbling and cracking and breaking and like crushing like glass and like glass. So like imagine that room from earlier, like the lady's dovecote. The walls of that, birds are flying and the birds are becoming increasingly large and horrifying and like Pokemon-esque and like hurtling at Harlow, who is just going bird crazy. Imagine then the walls of that room like are cracking and like chunks of it are falling away to reveal the pantry back room of the local inn. Like it is tearing away at the walls of the place to reveal the city of Hollowcrest, now once again united with the ley lines. And once that process is over, amidst all of the shadowy, crumbling, broken glass bodies of all of these hauntings, Harlow returns to being just a fucking guy.
Okay, wait. Can I say when Princess Mercuria becomes Mercuria, just a regular ass Jack, not even regular, the power to just a fun twist, the power to see in this town and the power of, we'll call it the power of knowing or like familiarity with like the layout has to maintain, because Harlow Hibiscus maybe doesn't know the path. Is Mercuria like directing, ordering, calling out commands, directions?
That's so
in order to get out, because still keeping Harlow safe and alive and helping to accomplish the mission is now Mercuria's job.
That feels great.
So is that like right door open now, slams open the door, like, rips apart a skeleton and is like, now 3 steps to the left, and then there's a guillotine that would have cut them in half. You know what I mean? Like, is it that kind of thing? Basically becomes Otacon on the way out.
That feels great.
I wanted Mercuria to still have like a cool ability, and it's walking through. You already had to walk through your whole fucking hometown covered in shit snow and sadness and monsters like a minute ago, and now you gotta speed run it again. I'd be like, that was the important part of the journey through, was basically leaving your trail of breadcrumbs before, memorizing your steps, memorizing the layout of Dracula's castle, so that when they exit, Mercuria knows exactly how to crouch jump into that corner so that they glitch through the wall and can fight the Deku Tree immediately.
The other half of that I think is very cool, this is the most video game thing, but like, it's
on
fucking
this show?
It's spotting the body part that's flashing red. It's like, the candelabra, like its arms are fragile. Go for it.
Spit. You see the Capcom crit spot. Oh, and okay. Mercuria's another power Mercuria has. That lantern is like when they point it at that body, the only person who can see the weak spot is Mercuria, and they have to point the scepter at it, and that exposes it to Harlow Hibiscus.
Yeah, that feels great.
Got to show that Capcom weak spot somehow, and I fucking love this. So what happens when they get out? The last skeleton is like, ah, and Harlow Hibiscus
everything
is
crumbles
just like...
to like glass and crumbles and like chunks fall. And
what does it reveal? Is there anything left in its wake, or is it a fucking hole?
I think what it reveals, what is cool, and also this kind of like opens the door for maybe what comes next in like a big existential way, or like a big narrative like ellipses way. It is the same city. Like, all of the glass falls away to reveal Hollowcrest exactly as it was, but everything is covered in like a thick, dirty, hard, icy snow. The snow that was only visible to Mercuria is now visible to everyone. Everyone can see the stain of the lady's hate that has permeated every bit of the city. And like, it is snow that will not melt. It is snow that will not like wash away. Like, it is just, the whole city is coated in like this thin layer of snow and ice. And the princess power that must the power must be handed to someone else, and that is presumably the person who, through magical action that I don't know if we're gonna like lay out here, but like the magical task of cleaning this, of cleansing this, of like restoring it, of reconnecting this place to the ley lines, to the land, to the spirit of the world. That is the next princess quest, and like where Harlow's power must go now that his quest has ended.
Yeah, now that the rule of the Hollow Crest like has ended officially, and like their hatred, their desire to hurt and rule and crush is over, it is now also like a what now? What kind of place do we want to be? What kind of place do we get to be without this manor that this stunk in our town? Basically, this castle on a hill that reminded us of fucking these awful people. Mm-hmm. Let's now wash away the remnants of this and start completely fresh. But that's not Harlow's journey.
No. That's somebody else's journey. That's the journey of the next person in line of this power. Is now you got to fix it. Like that hatred, that the aura of that hatred still exists, and you got to like make something new out of it.
And I think, may I make a pitch?
Yeah.
And this is it something where is that the memory of, is the snow that's left behind? Is it just truly the lady and her manor had that much hatred for the people of the town, the envy, or is that everybody else's hate, envy? You know what I mean? Or is it just magical snow left behind?
An hour,
residual.
1 hour, 12 minutes, 10 seconds.
Damn it!
I think it is it is the hate that the lady had, and it is because I think like this also gives us a nice like this is big anime energy vibes of like it was through I mentioned like when we were first kind of describing these hauntings, I mentioned the idea that like somebody would become possessed by a murderous intent.
Yes.
I like the idea. I mean, I'm going to like just lay it on the line and say like the part of what grew the power of the lady was stoking that hatred and funneling that into this magical, because it goes back to magic in All My Fantasy Children. The idea that we said like if you do an action and you imbue it with emotion, then magic is possible.
Yes.
The idea
you can
that like
make something magical.
The idea that
all
that has been created in Hollow Crest has been increasingly powered by a magic of hate is very captivating to me. And it is the grappling with the realities of that hate, not just from the lady, but from every like impulse that was stoked in her image, in her name, like by her presence.
I mean, from the bitter servant of the lady's manor, cursing her fucking name, getting home from work. And I think the future of this town is going to be, now that our entire city is basically dominated by rage and sorrow and hatred, how do we get rid of that?
Yeah.
How do we move on from that? How do we grow from here? How do we see what we're doing here, kids? Wink. But it's like, how do we get rid of this snow that's just going to keep us moving slowly and stuck and freezing cold, staying where we were? How the fuck do we get over this? And I think that is the next, if there is a princess story that comes after this, or if it's just the people fucking getting, rising up and getting a good fucking new system in order for a tale for another time. But what we do know is that the Princess Mercuria and the Prince, Harlow Hibiscus, saved the motherfucking town from finding out what lurked in the lady's manor.
Yeah. That feels great. That feels good.
God damn, is that a wrap?
I have one big question that I want to know.
Oh!
The big question that I have for you, Aaron. Where do Mercuria, like, and I specifically, I'm asking this as they relate to one another.
Okay.
What happens to both of them as they were what do they do what do they do when all of this is done, right? Like they've like what was their relationship to each other, and like does that relationship exist when the work is done?
I think because I had thrown out initially that they were childhood friends, and that can be true. I always like the idea of coming back to your hometown, not to always live in it, but maybe to get rid of the things or let go of the things that hurt you when you were young, or that haunted you when you were young. Coming back as a grown-up and getting rid of that in some way. I've always liked that kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
And if these two were people who lived under the rule of the Lady Hollowcrest or experienced that kind of world, a part of me loves the idea of the adult thing of they had other lives before this. They go separate ways. It was a lovely homecoming. It's one of those things where like, it's something that I feel like, and this is kind of a tangent, but it's something I feel like we've lost because of social media, is people who are just a part of your past and you don't know what they're up to, and you're a different person now. You don't know them, and you can reconnect over the past and have a wonderful time and have a thing. But what's uniting you is the past, not the present. I think that is what Mercuria and Harlow experienced, where they were united by letting go of pain that was caused to them in their hometown and releasing that and defeating that. But after that, they're like, I'm not this kid anymore. I'm not this person. I don't live here. This is not. And that's the important part of the passing on of the Princess power is this is now for somebody this is their life. Now it's somebody who lives in Hollowcrest. This is their truth, their reality, their world. It's not mine. I solved my world, my past's problems. Now it's up to people living in the present. Because I think what the problem was here was Harlow and Mercuria had one foot in the past and one foot in the future, and they're pissing on the present. But truly, like, they kind of got to relive their glory days and mapping out their hometown and using that energy. But they might go back to being like, that was just a great. It's like a fucking summer fling. Don't mean a thing, but those summer nights. But like, truly, like, it's an adult thing to do is like, thanks, we did it. Like, I'll never forget you, love you, best buddy, whatever. But I had a life after Hollowcrest that I want to go back to. I'm glad that I saved my town.
I like that. I really like that. And I like that. Yeah, I think that's there's a beauty there of like, we had this thing, we had this moment, we did something together.
Yep.
This is not the end of our individual stories. Like, the idea of them going their separate ways is very beautiful. I love that a lot. And I think that is a wrap.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I will say, as the two walk out of the town, as they leave under the gates of Hollowcrest, and they give each other a high five, and one goes east, one goes west, there is a teen in town that has been feeling some type of way about the events and just was kind of moved by the actions of these two pages and two jacks, and feels this warmth well up in them, and that is the power being passed to them for them to cleanse something in their town and make peace with their stuff. I think that's a wrap on that.
That's a wrap.
Damn.
We got there. We did it.
We did it. Oh my God. If you like what you heard, thanks for being here.
Thanks
Also
for
on this
hanging out.
live stream. This is wild, the fact that we did this live. I haven't done that in a while.
Whew.
But God
Stressful.
damn. Stressful, but it was good. If you'd like to submit a prompt of your own to our little podcast that could, so that we can tell dope stories like finding out what lurked in the Lady's Manor. First of all, thank you, prompt submission from Deer. You are the shit. Oh my God, that prompt bangs. But if you want to submit one of your own so that we can make a cool fucking story, there are so many fucking ways to do it. And
There are so
Jeff,
many
what
ways to
are
do that.
they?
You can
So many.
You can email them to us at allmyfantasychildren@gmail.com or swiftwindsays@gmail.com. You can go to our Discord at bit.ly/AMFC Discord, post them in the prompt submission channel. You can send them to us on Blue Sky at AMFC Podcast. Is that right? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Find our podcast page on Blue Sky.
You can send them to us on Blue Sky at AMFC Podcast. You can send them to us on Tumblr at AMFC Podcast. Or
Tumblr's fun. I check Tumblr.
I think that's all of the ways. I think those are all of the ways.
That's all of the ways. Jeff, you have a second show.
I sure
make
do.
Another thing. What is it?
I do. Hold on. Let me actually. I've got a new way of describing it. I've been working on this.
Ooh,
and we've got
okay.
some,
Y'all are seeing it first. Are we seeing world first?
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Party of One is a podcast about getting to know artists and entertainers through the shared universal act of play. Every episode, I sit down with a guest one-on-one to play a game, we tell a story, and we have the kinds of experiences that can only occur when creative processes run wild. You can find new episodes every week at partyofonepodcast.com.
Okay, that was incredible. That's a very good pitch. Jeff, you are a beast at fucking elevator pitches.
I workshopped this with a few folks. It was like a long
good.
process of back and forth, and we got
good.
it to a place that I think is really doing a good job of selling the show, especially to guests. We booked some good guests recently.
Fuck yeah, good for you. All My Fantasy Children is so proud to be a part of the Moonshot Podcast Network.
Hit 'em.
Ooh, a network
Hit 'em.
full of
Hit 'em with the song.
far out and creators and hold on. Wacky ducky doo, let's go to the moon.
Yeah, we got there.
Moonshot, yeah. But it's a place for far out creators with far out ideas to get on the podcast. What is it, Jeff?
You hit it exactly, but also specifically, it is a place where we make podcasts and streams that break orbit. And it is specifically the place where all week we are doing Princess Week, and we are doing a whole collection of specialty streams and variety programming that is all princess themed. Tomorrow, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can check out Emma's Princess Puzzle Birthday. Wednesday, we enter the Jory Zone Princess Edition. Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be an actual play of Butter Princess, which is like an adventure that is all butter themed. I'm very excited for that one. Friday, we are having a special all hands on deck parliament to determine the essential tier list for princesses. Saturdays, there's going to be a Long Live the Queen visual novel Saturday, and then a Good Society actual play on Sunday. Tell me that is not a wild lineup of programming. That is a kick-ass bunch of things. We are all excited about all of the above.
I ain't missing shit. I'm there, motherfucker.
So come hang out with us all week. You can find those things linked in the find those on social, find those on wherever Moonshot stuff lives.
Yeah. You can follow me at Aaron Catano-Saez, all one word, on everything fucking Instagram and Blue Sky.
Jeff, you can follow me on Jeff Stormer on all things Blue Sky or internet.
Fuck yeah.
Carla is also here and wants to make that known.
Yeah, that butthole wants to be made known. Every episode, we love to send you off with some sagely wisdom or things that we're thinking about that we call it a verbal hug. Do you have a verbal hug this week?
Go big or go home. If you are making things, if you are a person who makes things, take some time to make a very don't lose sight of ambition is what I would say. When I say go big, go home, like don't lose sight of ambition is my thing. I am guilty of at times allowing things, going back to when things feel easy for myself and feeling like those are the moments when I stop growing. And so continue to challenge yourself, continue to grow. It's going to be difficult. There are going to be times that's going to open the door for failures, and that's okay because that's part of growing and evolving.
That was really good. Thank you. Damn. Mine, my verbal hug this week for you is Don't be afraid to be passionate about your passion project, your podcast, your stream, your game that you're writing, your book, your novel, your shazine, whatever. Even if no one's really consuming it, even if it's a handful of people, we said this on the show a lot. As a creator of a podcast that millions of people do not listen to, I do not give a fuck. I like to make the things that I like to make and share it even with 5 people, one other person, even if it's just myself. It fires me up, and it is enough to just share it with a few people. You do not have to be the next big thing to leave an impact on someone's life that is better, to make their life better, to make them feel something, to change their life. You do not have to be a famous person. You can keep making the thing, love making the thing, and like magic in fantasy, it will become magical and affect someone's life positively. And I want you to fucking remember that when you're feeling down about your project that is not getting, we'll call it recognized, but keep making it, keep pushing, because even if one person's consuming it and that person's you, it is worth doing and worth making.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You fucking hearing me, kids?
You hearing
these
this?
Grays?
You
They're
hearing
from
me?
podcasting for 10 years.
You hearing us?
You hearing? Are you listening? Are you fucking listening?
I'm
here.
I mean, and that's what we do here. That's the magic
That's what
of
we
it
do
all.
on the show. How are we gonna do the fucking timing, Jeff?
Aaron, I think that this time. Listen, we've come to.
We've all had a lot of fun here.
It's come time for a confession. Listeners, it's time that we've come clean with you about a lie that we have been maintaining for close to a decade now.
Yep.
We have misled you, and I own that. And I'm here to listen, and I'm here to learn, and I'm here to own that.
Always learning, always growing.
We've been lying about syncing our good nights and good games for 9 years.
It has been the simple. Do we script the show, dear?
Script the show.
Yep, we did.
We do, and that's why we leave in so many.
Last week.
That's why we leave in so many sections of. God, is this? Is this anything?
Is this? What do you think? I don't know. No, but we have been saying good night and good games separately,
and then just laying them on top of each other in pose.
Today,
Today that changes though.
We can do a countdown. No, we can do a countdown, Jeff.
Do a countdown. We'll do a countdown.
All right, are you ready?
I'm
ready. We
ready.
have to say the thing. Is that all we do on this show?
I believe that is all we do here. So until next time, thank you all for watching. Good night and good game. We got there. We did it.
We killed it.